Hey guys. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Gels with Jules and Kels.
Yeah, you just cut me out the intro, huh?
Gels.
Yeah, but you said my name. I usually say my name. You had enough of me?
I was trying to figure out a name for us.
Oh,
Gels.
Yeah,
Jules and
I
Kels.
get it. I get it, but yeah.
You get it? Gels, Jules and Kels. I didn't cut you out. So okay, back up. Hey guys. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Gels with Jules and
Kel.
That's what he was waiting for. So anyway, there you go. Thank you. So I don't know what we're gonna get into this week. Sometimes it's serious questions. Sometimes they are laughable, playful questions. So we'll see. Hopefully, it won't be too deep.
Oh,
All right.
I don't know. It's been some kind of
I like this one.
Oh,
How do you
That's
think?
not good for me.
How do you think we can handle disagreements better?
Ooh.
How do you think you guys can handle disagreements better?
Yeah, ask them. How do I think we can handle disagreements better? What might we do better? That was easier to answer when we were younger. How can we do it better now? I think we do a pretty good job. We're still human beings, so we have to be robots at this point to do it much better. Oh, I know what it is. The way we can do disagreements much better is if I will apologize sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Because you don't apologize when he's wrong. He doesn't know, like, if we have a disagreement, he does not know how to bring it together. And let's just be like, okay, let's talk. Let's work it out. Let's, I'm sorry, or, my bad. I admit that I did this or that. I mean, we don't argue too much, but for the few times that we do, and honestly, the only reason why it's actually better is because I'm the bigger person.
Oh, wow. Please, do tell.
No, because I'll be like, let's talk and let's blah, blah, blah. And then I will talk to you about the situation and what annoyed me.
Do you really believe you're that rational during an argument?
Of course.
Anybody who knows you are not that rational. There's a time you become that rational. But in the beginning stages of an argument, you are not that rational.
I am rational.
Okay.
I've worked on this, and I am rational now.
Okay.
Maybe not when I was younger.
No. In the first...
You're talking about current state?
Oh, yeah. The first possible hour of an argument, you are not rational. You're just angry.
Not angry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get angry. I really don't get angry anymore. I don't get angry.
Oh, okay. Do tell.
I just don't get angry anymore. It takes I disassociate and distance myself from certain things when I don't want to be bothered.
Oh.
But I don't get angry. That is a lot of emotion.
A lot of emotion? You don't give off that much emotion?
No.
The anger. So what are those red patches on your neck in this upper area when we're talking? What is that?
Is it happening now?
No, not yet. You haven't got there yet. What is that?
That is me holding it in because I'm not angry.
It looks. I know when I see that, that's anger.
And so
even though you're going with the straight, happy pedestrian face of neutralness, when this is getting all red and blotchy, I know there's anger.
I know when people first saw that, they were like, I remember one time somebody was like, Jules, oh my God, your neck. And I was like, what? And I was like, God damn, I was so mad. I was so tight and I was holding it together. I was like, I had to step outside and I actually called you. I was livid. And then I remember it was a bunch of people and then all of a sudden they were like, are you okay?
Are you okay?
I was like,
yeah.
I guess
Yeah.
my chest was saying all the words that I was not saying in
Yeah.
that moment, but it's okay. I don't
No,
know.
I do contend when we do have a disagreement, my I can be extremely distant during an argument.
You don't admit when you're wrong. You don't admit when you're wrong. Even when I try to talk to you about it and so forth, initially, like you said, for the first hour, I'm upset or I'm angry. And then for the first hour, you don't admit when you're wrong. And you try to take what the things I say and weaponize it. Again.
Oh, Jules, sweetie, honey, sugar plum. If you don't think in that first hour you say things that need to be weaponized, you're fully.
That's why I don't say anything anymore. That's why I don't say anything. Nope, you're not gonna have anything against me. Nothing's on me. So that's what I think. So okay, how do we think we can handle disagreements better? I think that you could admit when you're wrong. I think that you could apologize.
I'm usually wrong if I'm speaking.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
But you should apologize.
For
you should
speaking.
speak and apologize.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry right now.
Good.
Thank you.
You're a star. no, but in all seriousness, I do think that that's one way, because we want to be real. We want to be real. And I don't think we argue that much, but we do every now and then, like regular people about stupid stuff. Mm-hmm. But, and I think when we do, though, it goes back to you. It goes back to you.
That is so amazing.
You don't admit when you're wrong.
Okay.
And you don't apologize.
So
I've kind of gotten used to the fact that you don't apologize now. But in the beginning, that used to really irk me.
I'm sorry for not apologizing. If you notice, that's number 2 on the apology list. I've apologized.
And if we argue again, I'm gonna tell you, none of those apologies counted. You can kiss all those apologies. Take all of them.
Yeah. Well, I'm apologizing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think you could say sorry more.
I could say sorry more.
What do you think I could do differently?
Not do the thing where have you ever seen The Exorcist? The part where the head spin around and the black green pea soup shoots out? That part. If you just take that part out, everything's good. Yeah.
You see his face? I could never do what he's saying. I could never get that upset in life.
See that face right there? That is the face of a wild woman. That's the face somebody makes before they go cuckoo and jump all over you. No, I just think for you, it's you're Jamaican. Let's be honest.
So what does that mean? What does that
smile?
What does that mean? I'm Jamaican.
Your people have a tendency.
My people.
Like that.
Jamaican. What?
Yeah, Raj Clark. Yeah, Bumber ass. What I said? Straight like that. What? What is it? Oh boy. That's what. Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Maybe not. Threatening to saw a certain parts of my body off, possibly. And that's about it.
Yeah, sleep with one eye open.
Sleep
with one eye open.
Yeah, there you go.
So all my Jamaican ladies out there, do you feel that we act inappropriate or we go from one extreme to the other when we're upset? No, we are just trying to get our point across, right, ladies? We are just trying to get the men to listen to what we have said.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We Jamaicans have a tendency to go.
Oh, man.
I don't get upset.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Good.
You may grab another car before we go too far on this one.
Okay. This is a good one. It's a healthy one. Oh, you were supposed to pick. My bad.
Oh.
I got stuck on you talking about
maybe it's your time to apologize.
I did. I said my bad. That was an apology.
Oh, okay. What's this one say?
What is the one thing you hope to accomplish in the next 5 years?
Oh. Oh yeah. Well, that's simple. I already know what that is for both of us.
No, answer for yourself.
Oh, okay. Okay. That is a substantial, maintainable. How would I say substantial? I won't say enjoyable, but maintainable, not overzealous residual income.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a
what
good
it
one.
is.
That's for us.
Yeah.
I told you to do something for you, but that's for us.
That's what it is.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's
Residual
that's what it is.
income for us, not for you.
No, for us. No,
Because if it's yours, it's mine.
Yes.
Residual. Okay, that's what you say in 5 years.
That's a substantial and substantial. It's it's a good chunk of change coming in. That's.
I think for me that's a loaded question because I have just so many things that I'm working on and I'm trying to accomplish within the next actually less than 5 years. But I'd like to be able to. There's a couple of things. I'd like to be a published author, so I'll share that.
Okay.
I'd like to have that within the next 5 years. I'd like to have several online businesses that we have established for us. And it doesn't even have to be, well, I think I prefer online. I don't like to deal too much with, if I'm being honest, the overhead and stuff like
brick
that.
And mortar and
yeah,
stuff like that.
I don't think that that's for me at this point in my life. I'm not saying
no
no to it forever. But I think where I'm at today, if you were to ask me today, that's a no. I would rather do something that we can, like independent, like family.
Yeah, we don't want to depend on nobody else being where they need to be and doing what they need to do. So,
telling grown folks what time to come in, all of that stuff. I just don't want to do that later on in life. Maybe if I had done that at a younger age, that's one thing, but not where I'm at right now. I'd like to be able to set up, a foundation or a system for the children that they can follow and that they might be able to carry and take all over and that they can do as well. And like you said, that residual income, I like to be well established in my career. I'm still career goal oriented. What?
I don't think you're not well established. You're well established.
I want to be well established, sir.
Oh, sir. Well established. Okay, I get it.
Oh yeah, work is good and everything.
Right.
I feel like I have a nice career and a professional there. But you always want to get better. So if there's an opportunity for that to, take on a new layer and for me to involve with that, I'll take it. I want to maximize and be the best at what I can be, even professionally, if that makes sense. So even if I'm still in the current job or doing what I'm doing now, I want to be the best at it. I want to make sure that I don't live with any regrets on that front, and then also on our personal front for the things that we're trying to build.
So for the correct term, you want to be the bestest.
The bestest.
The best.
The bestest.
The bestest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. No, that's legit.
And I want to enjoy life. I want to be happy. I want us, and I'm happy now, so I want to sustain that. I want us to maintain our quality of life and be happy. And if it can get better, then obviously it gets better. I want to leave something, a legacy for the kids.
Right.
I want them to have something as well. So I want to continue
Maybe
to
they
build.
said 5 years. 5 years. 5 years. Way OD. Take it easy. Take it easy. All of a sudden, you ended up running for public office. What happened here? And I'm Jules, and I approve this message. Lord have mercy. You went full Camilla Harris on me. And if you elect me, free lunches. Okay, we got it.
Yeah,
okay.
with ketchup.
Oh, yeah, I know that's trauma there.
That is trauma with Juliana.
No, when you ran for student government.
I lost by 4 votes. It was 154 to 150, and I was not in school that day, so it would have been 151, and they cheated, and they double voted. I remember my friend, I know his name, he called me and told me.
They got you.
They got me.
Student government.
I was in 8th grade, and I was running for school president, and I had 150 votes, and they had 154.
Got you. You should have.
And I went to Eric's house.
Wow.
For us to talk about what happened. And then my dad found out, or he followed me to Eric's house. And Eric was just my friend. And then I got Jamaican style punishment. So I had to go home and stand in the corner with one leg up.
Oh no, that's wild. No.
So I got in trouble, 8th grade. I have some trauma with when I ran for president.
Student government.
Yeah.
Where we're at.
It went really bad, and we were saying what we would change in the school and all the things that we would do, and nobody ever changed anything.
No.
We had no say, but we didn't know. Well, I didn't win, so I wasn't in it anymore. I know who won.
What you knew deep down who won.
I won.
Yeah, I know.
But there's some friends, and they're from this area too. I have some names. I remember them. I wonder where they are now. I'm gonna look them up on Facebook.
See if they're in any form of government,
right? Cheater.
Don't work for Bill Lellington
because
he cheated in the 8th grade.
Yeah. It was a woman. It was a young lady.
Young lady.
I know who she is. So, but that was traumatic. So anyway, so that's it. We have our 2 questions. You want to talk about what's going on in the world as well?
They shot Drake House. Crazy.
In Canada, I didn't know Canada was so violent.
I
didn't know Canada was like that in them streets in Canada. What's going on in Canada?
Listen, I'm from Buffalo. Okay. We used to every week, as soon as the weekend come, we used to get in the Priest Bridge and go to Canada and be in Toronto. It is not like that. I don't know what happened, but listen to me, they are not built like that.
I didn't know people got shot in Canada.
They don't.
I was like,
they pour poutine on each other. That's
poutine.
That's
Canadian poutine.
Yeah, that's all that happens. No.
Yeah, I always associate
them and
Canada
their black
with
squirrels.
happiness, and they just don't do stuff like that.
The crazy thing about like Toronto, I remember the first time I got to Toronto is like you go to like New York, like it's not as big, but it's like you go to New York City and it's extremely clean. Mm-hmm. It's like a Disney World replica of what New York City looks like when you get there. Streets are so clean. It's so nice. It's so well taken care of. Their alleys, their alleys, are the nicest alleys I ever seen in my life. Yeah. It's a beautiful place.
I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, I thought it was over that Lamar thing that you were talking about with Drake. But you said it had nothing to do with that. It's something else.
Those are all Canada problems.
Ooh,
I'm gonna leave it at that. Him and Mr. Weeknd.
Well, there's a lot of problems going on up that part of the world. What's going on with Brian McKnight? He's from Buffalo, and
you got a tone there. Okay, you got a tone. You take it easy.
He's from Buffalo.
Yeah, well, and then and for being from Buffalo, he put a real Buffalo move with the nonsense he said. I have no idea.
Well, he said that he only acknowledges that he has 3 kids. You know, he got married several years ago, and his wife had 2 children, the one that he married, and then they've just had a child together. So he said that he has 3 children, and apparently he made a post recently where he acknowledged and he said something about his one and only daughter. So in that post, he was throwing darts. It was intentional.
He was
when he said,
when you have delicate family matters like that, you don't put out one and only. You don't say that, and that especially.
But doesn't he have a song back at 1? That's his favorite number.
1.
So
whatever
it is.
I don't do none of that.
Well, apparently, and his daughter was upset. His real daughter, Brianna. And apparently he is saying that she was a product. His other kids are a product of sin. I don't know if he means that about his 2 older ones because he was married, but that was what he said. And his shows in Detroit got canceled because he said that. But, that's not even a but. I'm just, I don't know the situation with them. I don't know what's happened. I know his son put out a statement saying he knows that he was spoiled and he knows he has issues. So I was like, oh, okay. So you didn't really want for anything. What's happening in the older ages now that you guys?
Well, my thing is when you have delicate family matters like that, to jump out and like jab at a child or a family member like that for the public to see, to display it like that, that's wrong. You don't do that. You know what I mean? Whatever's going on, whatever that issue is, You handle that behind the scenes.
Well, he said they're a product of sin.
Yeah, you don't. If you fine, you can feel that all you want to. You keep your mouth. You keep it to you. You could walk around your house and say that all you want. You don't put that out in the world.
Was she a product of sin? Apparently, he cheated on his wife, and that's how she was made.
You don't put that on no child.
Right.
You don't
that's
do
on
that.
you.
Yeah, that's on you. You don't put that on no child. You don't say that to a child that's who they. No, you don't do that. That's wrong. No.
And then his older son has cancer. And then he said that the only reason why he's not helping is because that son's mother called him and told him to stay out of
This man's grown.
Right, that the mother told him to stay out of the life. Now, if the mom did that, though, I do, and I think he still has a choice, right? It's his choice, it's his money, so he doesn't have to listen to her.
Well,
but I think if the wife, his ex-wife, did that, I do think shame on her. I don't think if they're having a relationship and he's willing to help him and give him money and give him funds, I don't think you should call him and tell him to not.
Well, first of all, cancer ain't something you can just throw money at, or else Steve Jobs would still be here. Okay, all right. He had enough money to throw, so it's not necessarily him and money is what he can contribute. He can contribute some comfort, some peace to this young man.
Well, he said he was trying to fly the wife to him so that she didn't have to work, and he was going to have the son come and take care of them and stuff like that. And then his first wife was livid and was like, "We don't need you," blah blah blah. That's what he said.
She was way out of pocket.
That's what, and I don't know if that's true or not. I do think, and this is where,
almost, and sorry to cut you off, but it almost sounded like he was looking for an excuse.
Well, yeah, because it's like, well, just because she said it don't mean you have to listen. But that's why I think it's real important too that for women, not to make the child feel like they're unloved. I think that's real important. So I'm just going to touch on this message that unfortunately things happen, and sometimes people, they have children, and for whatever reason that relationship does not work out, but they did have a product of their union. They do have a child that's out there that was a product of their relationship,
and that child deserves to feel like they're loved.
Exactly. Yes. So I do think shame on, and I'm not trying to be offensive to anyone, but I don't think women should hold that child and stop that child from seeing their father because they're mad at them. I don't think that woman should make that child feel unloved because they're mad at the father. And I'm not going to say that, that I've always felt that way. I was young and immature at one point, so I probably was like, oh, whatever, forget him. But when you really mature, when you really think about it, if that could be anything, think about it this way: a child should never feel like their father does not love them. Now, if their father doesn't love them, and if that father is telling you that they want nothing to do with the kid, then that's a different situation, and that's delicate, and you handle that a certain way. But if you know that father does want to be involved, but you say you're mad at him because he left you for another woman, or he has another family, whatever it is, I just, to women, my message is don't tell that child the father doesn't love you. Don't make that child feel as if they're not loved, because all that you end up doing is hurting them and not the man. The man is still going on with his life. Right. But you've created a situation where a kid goes their entire life feeling as if they were unloved by their father. Right. Or their mother. It could be vice versa. You do this with moms. Some men might do this if they have custody.
Right. Yeah, I mean, what you're doing is causing a relationship rift between the father and that child that's probably going to take them some work and to get over that, to get to a place where there's trust and there's understanding, and that's a slow grow, especially it's easier when the child's young. You can grow it a lot easier. Yeah. When that child becomes an adult, it's more of a slow grow to get to where you want to be, but you can get there. You just gotta put the time in, and everybody's gotta want to heal. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. So with that situation, Brian McKnight and his children, I'm not saying that he might not be hurt. I'm not saying the kids might not be hurt. I do hope that they can work it out for their own situations. I do think I was shocked when I saw Detroit was like, well, you are canceled. Don't come here screaming that nonsense. I was like, oh wow, and they went deep.
Oh, you make me go to a Brian McKnight concert at Universal. Sure did.
He has a good voice, and I enjoyed myself.
Whoa. Watch it.
He's
Watch
very.
yourself.
I mean,
good voice.
and some
Watch
people are
yourself.
saying that they can't listen to him anymore, and I guess it is kind of hard to listen to someone, and because I usually put him in my AirPods and was listening to him up until last
Listen.
week.
There's a video of me at a Brian McKnight concert listening to him sing. What was it? One Last Cry.
One last cry. Leave.
No. Put on that.
Well.
Put on that Mobb Deep. Put on that Griselda. I'm not trying to hear that.
No, I think Brian McKnight has a wonderful voice. I love how he sings.
Yeah.
He really, and
Well,
we enjoyed ourselves,
Yeah, no, we had a good
especially
time.
for an in-person event
it
like
was
that.
it was a very intimate concert.
And then the way he sang, he still had a good voice, and he still
Right.
has it. So, for him, whatever coins he's trying to secure, so for him to say all this and mess up his little coins, well, I know they're not little, but you know what I mean.
Right.
For him to mess that up.
Yeah, that's wild. He got to do some PR on this one.
So I do hope that they're able to resolve it and they're able to work it out. I wish the best for him and for his children, all 5 of them, even the ones that he stated was a product of sin.
Don't even you say that no more. That is so terrible.
He said it, not me.
I know.
I said
but
even the
don't-
ones he
don't-
stated.
Yeah, don't say it. That's terrible. I can't believe somebody would say that. That's wrong.
I hope he doesn't feel that way.
He really shouldn't. That's wrong. Brian, come on, bro.
And can you imagine she heard that? Or
Yeah,
like
man,
that
that would-
must hurt.
yeah, man,
And I
that's-
wonder if that's her first time hearing that.
Ugh.
Or has he said that to her before? Can you imagine to read the newspaper or to see on social media that's what your dad said about you to the whole world? God, that must sting.
Yeah, it hurts me to hear it. Like that's terrible. That's outrageously terrible.
So. Anyway.
Oh, Drake won.
Drake won what?
Drake beat Kendrick Lamar. If anybody's curious,
And what?
put a message on this. I dare you to ask me how. I dare you. Okay, Drake won.
Drake
know
won.
that.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Later.